closer to the heart, closer to the heart. Blacksmith and the artist reflected in their art. They forge their creativity closer to the heart. Yes, closer to the heart. Philosophers and plowmen each must know his part to sow a new mentality closer to the heart. Yes, closer to the heart. Yeah. Oh. This uniform and leave the show. And I'm waiting in this cell because I have to know, have I been guilty all this time?
The following program may be habit-forming and may contain scenes of a graphic nature. Parental guidance suggested.
Live from the Pickleball Anytime studio, it's the Tan Man Show, sponsored by Pickleball Anytime, the fastest way to make your very own pickleball court on any hard surface. And it's begun. For those tough-to-scratch places, it's begun. And now, introducing your host, David G., the Tan Man.
Hello again, hello. Just called to say hello. I couldn't sleep.
Hola, and welcome to Tanland. I'm your host, the Tan Man. And let me just say, if you're joining us for the first time, let me explain to you what you're about to see. We talk about sex, pickleball, and rock and roll. That's what you can expect to hear. There's no drama, none whatsoever. We have our troll patrol ready to go. We are drama-free, baby. It's Troll-Free Tuesday. Anyway, I'm feeling great. Another day in paradise, as always. Had a great time last night with our girl Andrea. Took a little heat from a few people. I guess we had a sponsor watching last night, and he happened to tune in when she used the C word for penis, and that was a no-go. Didn't leave a good taste in his mouth, let's put it that way. Anyway, I got some great tunes for you tonight. It's going to be a good night of rock and roll, baby. We'll go to about 1 o'clock. Hopefully we'll have some good calls tonight. Some good chat, the family hanging out, the Tan family. I see Taurus is already here. We're hoping for an update on her boyfriend. And you know, I was thinking, saying to myself, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me?
If I leave here tomorrow,
Yeah, baby.
would you still remember me? For I must be traveling on now. There's just too many places I've got to see. If I stay here with you, girl, if I stay, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Oh, and the bird you cannot change.
Bill is on his way to Pittsburgh for his surgery. And we wish him all the best. 100%. From the family, from your boy Tan to the from the family, we hope Bill comes back better than ever. A lot of people don't know, but Bill was in a car accident. He was driving and a bee stung him and bang, right into a telephone pole. Dislocated his shoulder, and Taurus has been taking care of him ever since. Heating pads, massages. Is that a good girl or what? You can only ask for a partner like that in life.
Baby, it's the sweet love, yeah. Oh, this feeling I can't change.
You know, the beautiful thing about this show is we get together just about every night, and the people truly care about each other here. It's a community, you know. I mean, you're looking at me, but you're talking to each other. Some new people come in. They need to know you're in good company. You're going to make some new friends. All good people here. And we welcome everybody. Free speech, baby.
But please don't take it so badly. 'Cause the Lord knows I'm to blame. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as
All right, let's see who we got with us tonight. Okay, let's go right to it. Our first person in the chat was Taurus, and we love that. Lisa AB, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Stinkbug, you know how I feel about you. Your family, baby, we love you. Who else we got? That's pretty much it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for who's chatting. You know, until I buy more views, you're only going to see about 20 people watching. That's just a joke. Our boy Charlie the Troll likes to say I'm buying my 20 views as nobody. It's really just me sitting here by myself. And I found a really good song for him. I heard this song today and it reminded me of Charlie. You ready for this one, guys? Hey, Laney. Welcome, baby. Hold on. Screwed that up. This is my Charlie song. You ready? Here it is.
sitting on the park bench.
snot running down his nose. Ready for this next line? This is perfect.
Greasy fingers smearing shabby pillows.
Greasy fingers, baby. Just what I've been talking about.
Hey, Aqualung, drying in the cold sun, watching as the pretty panties run. Hey, Aqualung, feeling like a dead duck.
Do I see Stacy Gertowitz in the chat? My beloved friend who saved my life with her breasts? The blessed breasts are in the house.
Spitting out pieces of his broken love. Oh, Aqualung.
Sun streaking cold, an old man wandering lonely, taking time the only way.
Hey, Stace, a couple of people were asking for you. They love when you call in, baby. You should call in. They're like, oh, we love when Stacy calls in. Anyway, my team, my new team, I have a team now. I didn't know it, but I have a team. Turns out that Jennifer and Barry are my team now. I'm their team, they're my team. Everybody got a team. We're a team. We're a team. And they want me to audition, get this, for the Golden Bachelor. That's right. The Golden Bachelor. Now, I think I'll stay right where I am. I'm pretty happy. It's not for me, the Golden Bachelor stuff. You know that? It's a little much for me. I mean, it's too many women. I see those shows. I don't even know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. It's like you fall in love with the different women, and you really do. I mean, these guys probably love all of them, And, you got to choose, and you're lying to people, and you're breaking hearts left and right. I could never do that. Not who I am. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the thought. But I was with Andrea last night. You all saw her, my new potential co-host. And I just want you to know, I walked her to her car, kissed her on the cheek, gave her a hug, and she went her way and I went mine. Okay? You don't blank where you sleep. And I want her to be part of this show. I can't tell you how many texts and emails I got today about Andrea. And she looked at, she saw that look in my eyes.
She saw the look in his eyes, and she knew better. He wanted her tonight, and there was now and never. He made her feel so sad. Jamie's crying. Jamie's crying. Now Jamie wouldn't say all right. She knew he'd forget her.
I'll tell you, man, she is one of the coolest girls I've ever met. She'd be great for this. She's like the female version of me, but she's even better. Because she can handle Charlie where I can't. He gets under my skin. I lose it with him, but she knows how to feed off of him. More questions, Charlie, more questions. She's really just a great person, and she loves to have fun. And, whenever she could come and be on with me, she's more than welcome. That's all I could say. I mean, I loved having her, and I think she's a beautiful girl. Great soul. She's like a beautiful soul. That's who she is. There's not a bad bone in that girl's body.
So they said good night. Oh, and now he's gone forever.
you guys enjoy the show last night? Except for my mouth moving for some reason with this camera. I don't know what the freak's going on. I thought it was fun. And you know what was great? We were the only ones sitting there. Like, the whole complex was empty. And we were sitting there till 12 o'clock at night. It was unbelievable. It was like, we were the only ones there just hanging out. We met the owner of the place. We're always welcome back to that place, which is really good. Yeah, Andrea was amazing. She's pretty. She's nice.
I'll feel better. You said, give me a thought sometime. But she knows what that'll get her.
You know, I want to talk to you guys about something a little serious. I spoke to one of the kids that used to be on my basketball team today, and he called me to see if I could be a reference for him for a job. And the kid went to 4 years of school. He's paying off his college loans. He lives home with his parents, and he can't find a job. And he's got all these student loans piling up on him. And he lives home, and he has no idea what he's going to do. He went to 4 years of college, got his degree in, like, I forgot what, maybe economics or whatever, and he's stuck in stupid. But, you know, he's filling out applications and stuff like that, and, you know, we can only hope that things are going to turn around. I said, yeah, I'll give you a referral, whatever you want, brother, whatever you need. But you know, it's unfortunate today that in this world, it's who you know, you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I mean, you still need the college degree, probably, maybe. And let me tell you about my friends, all right? I got so many friends that are like millionaires that didn't even finish college that I went to, and I got my degree. And, you know, I live it on the edge, like everybody else. I mean, I love my life and everything, but, you know, these guys never finished college. They're all, you know, my brother never finished school, and he's top radio guy in New York. He never finished. A couple of credits short, not much. If he wanted to go back, I'm sure he could, but, you know. And I told the kid today the story about how I got my job at ABC. I'll tell you one more time. My sister was Barbara Walters' personal secretary. I just graduated video school, Center for Media Arts in Manhattan. Okay? And I had my beautiful resume, associate's degree in business management, top of my class in video school. I went in for my interview, and the guy said, you know what, my friend? You need to go out of town, get some experience. You know, a small station, couple of years, come back. We'll blah, 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 your resume. Really? Yeah. Okay. I walk out of his office. I'm sitting down the hall. I call my sister, who's in Barbara Walters' office. She said, don't leave. I guess Barbara Walters called the guy. Next thing I know, I hear him calling my name. Mr. Stanford. Yes, sir. Sparty, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
And then, hold on 1 second, bro. And then,
Okay, brother.
Just 1 second. And then,
Okay.
you know, he called me back in. He says, what are you doing? I said, I'm making flight reservations to go out of town. He said, wait. I just looked at your resume again, and it says here, you're a lefty. I said, actually, I'm a righty. He said, it doesn't matter anyway, you're hired. And if Barbara Walters didn't call that guy, I would have never got the job at ABC. So that's the story that I tell young, I hate to say it, but it's mainly who you know in this world and who your parents know, or maybe you got a cousin who's connected with something that you're interested in. And if you can get your foot in the door and you can work your way in, and they like what you're doing, and they realize you're valuable to the company, then, you know, you're good. You're in. You did it. You know? One more story about my ex-wife, real quick. She did nails, blah, 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 sold her salon, used to go to other women's homes now and did nails, which was a lot better for her because she didn't have the overhead, had the same customers. And at the end of the day, she was at one of her clients' house who was very wealthy. The husband owned a giant company. And one day asked her if she'd like to come work for the company. And she took the job and started low level. And now she's a manager. Like, shit. Probably 10 years later. You know?
Interesting.
So, just a heads up. What's up, Sparty? Sorry, brother.
Hey, no problem, man. I was very intrigued by what you're talking about, and these are low. These are very humiliating. I mean, these are humbling levels when you have humility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my father, he worked for Johnny Carson when he was only 17 years old.
Wow, Johnny Carson.
Wait, let me tell you. You want to talk about an interesting story that correlates with what you're talking about? I know you're a New Jersey, Iberian, kind of New York type of, Italian kind of guy, like a tough, street smart, but very sharp. You understand human dynamics, very congenial. And that's another reason why this woman is attracted to you in some sort last night. You get good people that attract you. And like my father, he told me, and my mother told me, because they got married when they were very young. They were only like 17. And my mother told me, my father dropped out at 10th grade and he was against people for a job interview with NBC Studios with Johnny Carson. And there was like over 1,000 people there. And they were mostly graduates, in college. And my dad was just some kid from East Los, but light skinned. I have a lot of a Caucasian blood in me, so he looked very dynamic. He's a very handsome guy, but very charismatic and strong, very bold. And my dad's very intuitive, and he told me. My dad ended up being a general manager for a car dealership, Thorson Buick, very famous dealership in Southern California, Orange County, and a lot of other people were trying to steal him. He's a very charismatic person, and you remind me kind of him, But my point is that my dad told me, he said, son. My dad was only 24 years old. He was managing people that were twice his age, older men, like sales guys, and he was very ambitious and strong, intuitive, precocious guy. But he said, son, I would hire people that weren't college graduates. I would hire people that were just street smart, that would just come in with a good attitude and that had ethics. And that were disciplined. I would just figure them out, who is who. I wouldn't care about all them credentials. And that's what it goes with, you know what I mean? And a lot of the mafia did that shit. And you know what I'm talking about, right, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll leave you with some of these things to understand and detangle in your mind when it comes to relationships. And we all know that it's very interpersonal, complex situations. You can't just adopt a Lisa Jordana, like, oh, she's pretty, she's nice, and then you look at her up close and it's all makeup, and then her nose, she had 5 nose jobs, and she's not as sweet and nice as you think, because she's going to end up backstabbing you, even though she has those sentiments, and she's very smart and calculating. Everything is not what it seems. And so when it comes down to it, it's to make what I think the world works is like the main principles of the human dynamics of people trusting each other and loving each other, like in a tribe. When we first all started out, the most loving, smartest, wisdom people that know how to do shit and know how to be loving and gain structure with everything, you know, and they were the ones that were in charge because they were more dynamic and enigmatic, and they knew how to press these issues and into learning, evolving more. You know what I mean? Being more bold and brave and turning over rocks. And that's what it is. It all comes down to it, man. And, you know, when you see people just getting off on depravity now, it's just, these are the people that are pigs. They're degenerates. And we'll go back to Roman days pretty soon when the funds run out and everything, and the prisons, and we're going to start killing people. Once the prisoners are not going to be popular, gangsters and criminals. It's going to go back to Roman time. We're going to go back to Roman levels. Trust me, everything I'm saying to you. And everybody's going to start intellectualizing who is the sharpest, who is the strongest, who is the most ready to fight to the bravest levels, who has the most style. Like, you know, we got a new franchise of black people that are doing some shit with the Mexicans, and the Mexicans are saying nigger and nigga, you know, and they're emulating the rap scene. And then you got white boys in the suburban communities emulating this shit too. It's all fickling down, transcending to different ways. But you're gonna see what I'm talking about soon, brother. I'm a deep thinker.
Bro, listen.
Trust me.
Why you deep thinking, just know this, okay?
Yeah.
I'm Jewish.
I have a great grandmother that was Jewish, brother. I apologize. Anything I said bad about Jewish people, I think Jewish people are one of the smartest, beautiful, wholesome people, like Mexicans and a couple others. You know, some of the other races and nationalities get really washed out, and they're very too complex. But I think Jewish, Mexican, Spanish, like I don't, you know, Norwegian.
Well,
I don't want to get too.
Bro, the reason why I brought it up is because you said that I was Italian, but I'm Jewish.
No, you have the Italian vibe. I know, brother, I have great grandparents that were Italian, and I have a great grandfather that was Greek. I have a lot of shit from Iberia. You know, I'm mostly Spaniard. I'm about 60% Spaniard. I have like 25% Mexican, and German is the rest. That's why I'm like 6'3". I have like blonde highlights in my hair. My
you know, Sparty. You know what? I mean, we're gonna hang up in a minute, but I when you get a chance,
no,
and I'm not gonna share it with anybody, but I would like to see a picture of you personally.
No, I don't care about all that, man. You got to understand, it's about the DNA, the levels. What we're going to do to help people to understand their different dynamics in DNA, brother. You'll see me up close and personal soon. Well, not soon, but
coming to Florida, bro.
Wait! Don't get so carried away. I want to let you know that I'm going to do my IRL again, and this is what Elisa is afraid of. See, if you notice, people were starting to really pay attention to me on the stream. I could go to your stream, I could go to her stream, I could go to a lot of other levels, and I get very controversial, and I could still be liked and loved and hated, but I won't get kicked out. But now she's kicking me out because she knows I'm going on your stream. But it's all good. And because when I do my shit again, that's what she's threatening about, man. Because like I said, I'm not fucking around. I had like over 200 viewers when I first started. But then I just started saying, hey, man, this is just all wacky. I'm going to accommodate people, you know, try to make them pleased and shit. And then I'm trying to chase the money bag for superficial reasons. No, I want to do this organic. I'm going to take a little hiatus. I'm going to come back. I don't want to be on IP2. They put me on IP2. Elisa told me, Sparty, you should be glad they put you in IP2. That's like a fucking lottery ticket. everybody tunes in when you're in here and they're going to donate money to you. And I said, I don't give a fuck about that, Elisa. I have a different vision. I'm here. I want to help these people not be degenerates. And I don't give a fuck if they do that with me. And you know, and she loved me. Bro, I'm telling you the truth, man. If I showed you my fucking recordings, what she admitted, you guys will really know I'm not playing around. You know.
You know what, Sparty? I got to be honest with you. Nobody really gives a shit anymore.
What?
No disrespect, but we don't care about her anymore.
Well, that's good, man. But
we turn the page,
you know,
bro.
at the same time, I know there's some residue.
But we really
know,
don't. Listen, we've just had two of the best nights of streaming, and her name was not mentioned once.
That's a good transition then.
Yep.
And I'm glad.
Starting to find my way, bro.
Hey, you know, we can't deny the fact that she was a kindling to the fire.
Nope, you're right. And we gave her a month worth of kindling, and now we just pissed on it. It's over.
All right, but you know, I want to be really transparent and understanding scientifically of how these human emotions work and what is really evolved to now. You can't deny the fact that is, you know, it is what it is, and she's in your mind and a lot of other people's minds.
Bro. She's in your mind, not mine. I'm done. I changed the channel, Sparty. I don't watch that shit at all.
Oh, good then, man. If you're really, you know what,
100%.
I don't deny. You know what? I don't want to undermine.
And you know what the worst part is? Half the people watching right now have no idea what you're talking about. There are like 7 people saying, "Who's this guy talking about?" Like, even my audience isn't the same anymore than it was a month ago because they all ran back to her. So we kind of filtered out, bro.
Okay, man. I don't want to be overbearing on some of these issues and not really be good in discerning what is going on with new viewers. But what it transcended from, it was from her. And she gave you a kindling, you know, your little campfire. It took off, and now you got some good sparks. Now you got some fire. Now you got some people.
Yeah.
Okay, and they came from her. Okay.
And then they went back.
We can't. And what happened with Dina? Is she still in there?
Dina's having some issues, so she's taking a little hiatus from IRL, but she'll be back.
Oh, okay, good, man. Because
you know, Sparty, what we're trying to do now is what I told you originally. We're getting past all the negative energy that woman brought here and brought to you, and we're just becoming a family of, like, good tunes, good conversation. Not really, we're not being trolled anymore, really. I think this picture scared them away, you know, because they're looking in the mirror now and they're seeing themselves, and they kind of disappeared, which is kind of good. And, you know, she's kind of, I don't know, from what I understand, they're telling me she's streaming every night now because she doesn't want to lose her audience to me.
She's desperate. She's fucking desperate. You see her viewers dwindling down, and I go in there for a reason. When I talk shit in different inconspicuous ways, I always need to use a new alt, and I could be, you know, the same Sparty and get famous. People are starting to fucking subscribe to my other channel. I don't want that. I don't even... my other channel was 400 and something viewers. I don't even want that. I just want to be like...
Sparty?
I just want to get my message.
I'll tell you
I just want to tell her what everybody's afraid to fucking say, and I want everyone to know what she really is.
That's why I go in there for a little bit here and there. Half the audience doesn't know who she is. The other half knows what she is. So we wanted to just get away from it now. And, you know, we'd love for you to come on here and give us some positive energy about life and shit that you could share. Because I know you have that without incorporating her.
I told you the other day, bro. I apologize because I knew, you know, I was a little overbearing with you that one day. And I said, you know, that's your prerogative. if you don't want Lisa on your channel, that's your channel. And I admitted I was wrong for telling you should still
Yeah,
have
well, a
her
lot
there
of people,
to
you know, it's
study
not
the
me. I'm just
sociopath.
going by what the audience wants, and they don't want it anymore.
Okay, then I respect. Then I'm in the wrong. Then
Doesn't mean that we don't want you. We just don't want to talk about her. But you have a lot of good, like, quality information about life in general that, you know, I'm trying to share with people to give them positive energy.
Thank you, brother.
And if we can help you as well with any kind of, you know, everybody here wants to help each other.
No, it's good synergy, man. I love that. See, and that's what I told you the other day. I said, you know, you have a channel with people that are very down to earth. You know, you could do a lot with these people.
I mean, you know, we've been having some good. I'm like the last 2 streams I had. Shit, I've said, you know what? I told somebody today, I think I'm starting to find myself. Like, you know, I'm not getting crazy, and I'm having fun with it, and we're not talking about her. And I'm overlooking the chat part where people try to egg me on, you know, and so I'm able to, you know, move past that.
Okay,
right?
I'm sorry.
I love you, bro.
You know?
All right.
And thank you for
Have
talking
a good night,
with me.
man. Love you.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind blue eyes. No one knows what
I'm gonna have a cigarette real quick.
it's like to be hated.
After these conversations, man, I need to
to
smoke.
be faded, to telling only lies. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance that's never free. No one knows what it's like to feel these feelings like I do, and I blame you. No one bites back as hard on their anger. None of my pain and woe can show through. But my dreams, they aren't as empty as my conscience seems to be. I have hours only lonely. My love is vengeance.
I hope I hit it on the head with him. And I hope he does well with his own stream. I'm sure his conversation is going to be mainly about her. I'm moving on. 100%. I don't think about it anymore. I really don't.
Before I use it, lose my cool. When I smile, tell me some bad news before I laugh and I cry.
If I have 20 people here, 15 people, 10 people, okay, that only want to just hang out and listen to good music and talk like a family and forget about the past and the kindling fire, that's good enough for me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel it coming back again, like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pouring from the center of the earth. I can feel it. Lightning crash on Mother cries.
Just think, we got 25 people watching right now. If every one of you told a friend to tune in to the Tan Family, the Cool channel, good music, good talk, meet some new people, we'd have 50 viewers right now. That make sense?
This moment she's been waiting for. The angel opens her eyes, pale blue colored eyes, presents the sun, puts the glory out to hide.
Barry's watching. This is his favorite song. I played it for him. He's probably on a business call.
Chasing the wind, horses pulling from the center of the earth. I guess I can feel it. I can feel it.
You know, I'll tell you something weird, right, that happened today. Last night I was drinking a beer that, I had to drink the Mexican beer because it was Cinco de Mayo and it was his Mexican place. I was drinking a beer called Modelo's, okay? Now, I'm starting to think to myself, are they fucking watching me from above or something? I must have had 10 Modelo's commercial come up on my stuff today. Like, I am being tracked in everything I'm doing here. You know? It's crazy. I mean, how'd they know I was drinking Modelo's? You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, I'm seeing Modelo's. Every commercial's Modelo's on YouTube, on here, on there. I'm like, you trying to tell me something? I didn't Google Modelo's. How would they know? Internet always listening. Holy shit. What's up, Smudge? Welcome back, baby. It's good to see the names, man. Taurus, Stinkbug, Tony Television. All good. Good people. You know? This is either Charlie or the fart guy. Let's see what's going to happen. This is either Charlie or the fart guy. Let's see what's going to happen. This is either Charlie. It's the fart guy. Time to block the phone again. Boy, these guys love me, man. They're like, I don't know what's worse. They got these little mosquitoes, right? These little mosquitoes in Florida. They call them no-see-ums. They're not even like mosquitoes. They're like little mini tiny things. And I bought bug spray. I'm onto them too. Just like these mothers. It's like, all right, bro, you're done. Don't worry. I'm getting rid of your ass right now. Goodbye. Blocked. Adios.
Hello.
Mr. Joe.
How are you, Mister? How are you, buddy?
What, are you busy?
Making reservations to come see you in Florida at the end of June.
Right now?
Yeah.
You're going to be on the Tan Show, Mr. Joe?
I am on the Tan Show, the Mr. Big Tan Man, the famous Tan Man.
Bro, how was your birthday yesterday?
My birthday was amazing.
Yeah?
It was amazing. We went to La Iguanas. We, in Manhattan, had a great time. You know, my girlfriend's birthday was May 4th, so we celebrated from May 4th all the way to May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. We had a great time.
Do you, you have a twin brother. Do you guys celebrate your birthdays together?
Well, this year, sometimes we do. Sometimes we do, but not this year.
No? Kind of weird having a twin brother, isn't it?
Oh, it's not weird. It's growing up. It was amazing. Always having fun. Always had a friend to play with. Always playing sports. You know, doing always something to do.
Right.
Playing tricks on girls. Switching classes.
Ever,
Come on, you know how that works.
Are you guys identical twins?
Yes, sir. 3 minutes apart.
Like, did you ever switch?
Yeah. One time we switched.
Really? That's wild. Did he ever take like a test for you in high school where you didn't know?
No, we didn't do any of the testing. No. Just went to different classrooms, just to goof on the teacher to see if the teacher would see if they could see the difference.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And what was it like in high school, with the women?
Oh, it was great. It was great. You know, just kind of being competitive, and the ones that we didn't kind of like, we just want to be with, we would just pull switcheroos on them.
Do you remember the first time you made love to a woman?
Of course I remember the first time. I was a freaking young teenager.
How old?
Oh, man. I would say maybe 14, 15.
Now, back then, they didn't have any adult videos for you to learn from.
No. Hey, Dave, you know how it works. You're the same age as me, brother.
Well, I already went to how mine was. My first experience was, I couldn't remember. It was 5 or 6 seconds.
Hey, man, it is what it is, brother, Yeah, I mean, it was a great experience.
Did your dad ever have a talk with you about it?
Oh, absolutely. He would give us, a talk and tell us, you guys got to behave. You guys are your own person. You can't try to trip on people and trying to do switcheroos and doing this, doing that, fooling people, and then even if we would get in trouble, we'd blame each other, say it was him. No, it was him. No, it was him.
Guys, this is a friend of mine, Mr. Joe, that I grew up with. We've been through a lot together. He was at my bachelor party in Vegas. Mr. Joe, I got to take this call. I love you to death, and I'm going to grab this call, all right? Very important. All right, my brother.
Buddy.
Love
you got it, my man.
Happy
Bye-bye.
birthday. We'll pick up this
Thank you,
conversation.
sir. See you soon.
Hello.
Hola.
Is this who I think it is?
It most certainly is. This would be Kristen Frost, Epic Gypsy.
Guys, I want you to know the person on the other end of this line, who I haven't spoken to in a while, her name's Kristen, and I met her playing... What were you doing when I met you?
Pickleball.
Exactly.
What else will we be doing?
Pickleball. Now, this girl is probably one of the most beautiful women in Florida. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody
You're being
thinks
too
you
sweet.
are. You know how many people still come up to me and ask me about you, and I haven't seen you in so long? Hey, would you mind?
That's only because I'm younger than you, not because the beauty thing. But I'll take it. Thank you.
Now, I have a lot of women in the audience that are listening right now that have had or having some issues with their spouses and their lives and their routines. And do you mind if I tell them about some experiences that I've witnessed with you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's, you know, that's how people get through things, and that's how people learn how that, or they know that they're capable of doing something and they're not stuck.
Now, the first time I met Kristen, I was with one of my Russian girlfriends, and she introduced me to Kristen, and right away, her and I kind of hit it off as friends. I'm older than her, but I don't know, we had this chemistry right away. We're both tan, she's brown, you know. Well, you're Cherokee Indian, aren't you?
No, Vietnamese.
Oh, I was close. She's Vietnamese.
Yeah,
But you don't look Vietnamese.
close enough.
I would have never have guessed you were Vietnamese. Anyway, so we had met playing pickleball, and it was just in passing, and, you know, we kind of, I don't know, was hoping I'd see her again someday, and there she was at my hometown, my home court, Calusa Park, and I was sitting on a bench, and she had come sit next to me, and we started talking, and then I realized that she was in tears.
I was. Pickleball was my escape from reality.
And I looked over at her and I said, "Are you okay? Why are you crying?" And she started to explain to me about a scenario. Is it all right if I talk about it?
Of course.
She had an amazing long relationship with her husband, who was a very nice guy, but he spent most of his time out of town making a lot of money. Stop me if I'm wrong with anything I'm saying.
Yeah,
And
no, exactly.
they started to grow apart. And while he was out of town, and this woman has so much life in her, it's not even funny. I mean, she is just, I call her Epic Gypsy because she never stops. She's always on the move, this one. Doing great, amazing things. Swimming with sharks. Scuba diving is her favorite. Hiking. I mean, just everything. And when her husband, and, you know, like I said, Stami, came home from his work trips, all he wanted to do was pretty much relax because he just wanted to, he didn't want to run and do and whatever. And while this was happening, she lives in a complex with a community, and she was part of the whole community board. And she had met somebody, a wonderful man who's a cook and a scuba diver and a pickleball player. Everything that she loved, this guy was as well. And they kind of hit it off. It happened. It just happened. And at the end of the day, when we were sitting on that bench and she was crying to me, she was telling me that she was in love with another man. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely right. It just happened. I mean, you know, when your significant other doesn't partake in the activities that you want to do. I mean, he didn't want to play pickleball. He hated to hike. He hated the water. Didn't like the beach, you know, didn't enjoy nature. Just wanted to make money, work, come home, eat, watch TV, you know, and that was it. And we just, I guess when we got together, we were only 20. So, you know, what do you know back then? But you find someone that's a good, safe bet, and you make a life with them. But at some point, you realize that, wow, that's not really life. Safe isn't really the way to go. That's not how you live, or at least that's not how I live, and that's not how I want to live. I like to walk on the edge a little bit. I never go over, but I think life is meant to be lived and explored and adventured.
Right. So when she was sitting with me, she explained to me that she was in love with another man. And I told her, and to see her crying on that bench, and I couldn't believe that she was confiding this in me. I didn't even know her that well. And I guess she felt that she could trust me. Boy, I'll tell you, look,
very much.
Not for nothing, I just want to stop you for a minute. But it looks like it's either two things. You are the biggest star I ever had on this show because the viewership just went up to 157. Or somebody is spending their hard-earned money to try to fool people and think there's 182 people watching this show right now, which we all know is bullshit. So I don't know why. Look, if you want to donate money, donate it to my son. You don't have to put it into YouTube and pretend there's 182 people watching this shit. It's fake. But it could be real, and Kristen's just a major league star, and the whole world just tuned in when you came on.
Yeah.
But
I know,
anyway, at the end of the
like
day,
that.
it's all good, baby. You're up to a 206. I don't even know that many people. This is funny. So anyway,
funny.
Let's just continue the story because it's a really great story. So she sits with me, and I tell her, listen, you have to do what's best for you. You only live once. Is that what I said?
That is what you said. I mean, there were variations. I think in the beginning, you might have said, be careful, don't throw away your whole life for a man who you don't know. What is he going to do? Is he going to, be with you afterwards? But at that point, it was definitely still about that relationship. But I also realized that, wow, there's something so much more amazing out there for me than what I was in. So I was going to leave regardless. But
there were many nights when you called me up from the bar crying that I came and got you and drove you home.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate that, boy. Took my truck.
Took your truck home is the only time people actually waved. She had the most beautiful. What kind of truck is that?
A Defender, a Land Rover Defender.
With like a freaking tent on the roof. People would wave
meant to go
me.
Camping across country.
Well, anyway, to make a long story longer, she got divorced. She followed her heart, and she realized that, she still had a lot more life left in her, and she's not ready to just become a couch potato. And, it wasn't all about the money, although her new man does pretty well. And she got a divorce. And now I just got the most beautiful wedding invitation, and she's going to be marrying this man. And, in the last, 3, 4, how many months has it been since your divorce?
July.
Since July.
Yeah.
This woman has not been in the same state for more than 10 days.
Nope.
She is living the dream, baby. And again, you only live once. And she was able to turn it around. I mean, that's what I say. And I am so happy for her. And I've gone out with her and her man, G. And he's a wonderful guy. I don't know how he keeps up with this girl. Be honest with you. He can't beat me in pickleball, but he's a good guy.
I don't know. He might be able to.
Oh,
he's been playing a lot more now.
Really? You think
We're both back at it after the surgeries. But
yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, he's an amazing guy. I got really lucky, but I also think that there's, you shouldn't settle. And if you're not happy in your situation, then you got to make a change.
Do you believe this is your soulmate, don't you?
I do. I believe he's my soulmate, but it was at this time we were supposed to meet. Had we met earlier, it probably wouldn't have worked out because it's just, we were just in different parts of our lives, and, everything happens for a reason, I suppose.
Everything happens for a reason. I say that every time I'm on this show. Everything happens for a reason. Do you have any advice for some of the women that are listening right now? And there's 257 women listening to you right now. There's only 5 people in my chat, but 257 women. And you know, I appreciate whoever bought the numbers, you know, not that we care, because if there was 20 people right now, we'd be happy. We really would, because we have a great community here. And Kristen...
Well, and it's not always about the numbers. It's about that one person that you might be able to help or relate to that makes them feel better or feel like, oh my God, I'm not the only one in this situation. And maybe I should do something about it, or maybe I should take that leap of faith, or, you know, it's a scary thing getting divorced, because, you know, especially when your husband's a provider and you've been a stay-at-home mom, you know, for 20 years, you don't know what to do. And I had a plan. I mean, of course, I was, you know, seeing somebody, but if that wasn't going to work out, I had a backup plan. I had a backup plan that I was going to go back to, you know, what I got my education in, and, you know, work at that real hard and do some side hustles and figure it out. Because like I said, I realized I was straying for a reason. I was so unhappy. I mean, life from the outside looked amazing. Went on vacations and traveled the world and had the most amazing jewelry and handbags and shoes and, you know, cars and da-da-da, but none of that stuff really matters. And you don't realize that until you open your eyes one day and you're like, well, but what am I doing? You know, I'm not really enjoying my life. You know, would travel to like foreign countries and just sit in a 5-star hotel all day at the pool and the beach. Like, that's not what I want to do. I want to explore that country. I want to get to know it, its local people, its flair, you know, the nature there, all that stuff. So I was just with the wrong person, and honestly, he was with the wrong person. And I think that letting him go also helped him. It helped me a lot. And I don't think divorce is for everybody, and it's definitely not always a solution. But at some point, there's just no reconciliation. You just realize that you're just too different, you know. And of course, it helps that I fell in love with somebody that, you know, was amazing and is amazing, and he's my life partner, and I got really lucky.
And I couldn't be happier for you. And
I know, and I appreciate it.
Where are you coming from now? Are you just away again?
I'm up in Mount Dora.
Right. Where were you before that?
Well, we've just been busy with moving. We were up in Cape Cod, finishing up the house sale up there.
Weren't you in the Keys for like a month?
We came back. We were gone in the Keys for 5 weeks. Then we went up to Massachusetts, and then we came back for a couple of days, and now we're in Mount Dora.
Are you guys? You've been driving the RV?
No, not lately. We're gonna take it out probably in maybe in a month.
Okay.
We want to get back on the camping road because it's so much fun.
Right.
But you know, life was just so busy in the last 4 months because of buying the new house and selling the other houses and the divorces and the kids and, you know, whatever else. It's just been crazy, but we're going to get back to it.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm so looking forward to this wedding.
Oh, I hope so. It's going to be fucking epic.
You're going to be lobster? I went to a lobster bake at Kristen's place. That was the best lobster bake I ever been to.
Gary's not cooking the food, but
what's that?
We are having barbecue.
Okay, good. That's great. Anyway, I love you, baby. Thank you so much for calling me. I don't know if you knew you were going to be on the air tonight, but you know, when I'm in Del Rey some night, maybe you both could come and sit with me for a minute so the audience could see how amazingly beautiful you are and how cool G is.
He's super cool.
That would be really
absolutely.
Great. All right.
We'll be back in like 10 or 12 days.
Okay, babe. So let's keep in touch. I love you.
All right.
Okay.
Love you
Thank
too.
You so
Enjoy your
much
show.
For sharing.
And hope lots of people are tuning in.
Oh yeah, more than ever.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, baby.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Bye, baby.
Enjoy your night.
Bye.
City girls just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile.
I used to send her the lyrics to this song.
A rich old man, and she won't have to worry. She'll dress up all in lace and go in style. Late at night, a big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price. And it breaks her heart to think her love is only given to a man with hands as cold as ice. So she tells him she must go out for the evening to comfort an old friend who's feeling down. But he knows where she's going and she's leaving. She is headed for the cheating side of town. You can't hide your lying eyes, and your smile is a thin disguise. I thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes.
I'll tell you, I'm so happy for her because she was really on the brink of disaster. Man, she would call me to come get her. She was drunk in a bar by herself, crying. She was so unhappy. I don't care what you say. Liar, cheater. You know what? She's living her best life now. She's not stuck with the bullshit. You don't judge people, okay? I'm so proud that she was able to make the move because who knows what she would have done. She was heading in the wrong direction. I can be honest with you. I was right there for her. And like I said, I'm there for a lot of people. So, you know, you got good versus fucking evil. Okay? And if they want to try and put me out of business with these fake views, fuck it. Let them. I don't even care. I go on with my regularly scheduled program. Okay? I didn't buy these views. Somebody's playing games with my channel again. And what do I need to do? Notify YouTube? Somebody's messing with my shit? You know, now that I think about it, I'm reading what this guy's saying. It's not a good thing. I mean, it's not like the other channel that does this shit every night. I'm used to seeing 20, 30 people, and I'm pretty fucking happy about that. I don't need to see these bullshit numbers. It's fake. So I like our little community. I'm a little nervous when it gets this big. You know that? I like the people we have now. We got a nice little family going on here. It's good enough for me. I mean, if this thing grows and it takes off, the core family will always be the core family. The people that I see with me now. I know it's cheap. I know it's cheap. We don't do that. You see my numbers. Charlie accuses me of buying bots. What, I'm buying 20 bots, bro? For what, 10 cents? I need 20 bots, right? But you know what? When I wake up tomorrow, I'll see 600 views. 600 people watch my video? I mean, shit. 600 people? If I had 600 people in a room watching me tell jokes, let's say, or sing, I'd be fucking happy with that. I started with none. It's only been, what, a month and a half, maybe? I lost track how long I've been doing this shit. But I enjoy it. I feel like I'm meant to do it. It's easy. It's not easy for everybody. It's easy for me. I can sit here all night. You guys know that. 2, 3 in the morning. I've done it. Play my music, talk to you guys. you know? But don't judge my friends either. I love that girl. I can't wait to go to her wedding, and I'm so freaking happy for her. Look, the guy fucked up. He was never home. Who knows where he was? Who knows what he was doing? He's always in San Francisco, counting his money while his wife's home. Oh, here, baby, here's another piece of jewelry. I'll be back in 3 weeks. This chick's gorgeous. And she's young. And she's vibrant. And now she's living the fucking dream. She's never home. Man, I thought I had a good life. This chick's got me blown the fuck out. She's off the charts living the dream. Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Who's this?
You don't know this voice by now?
You know, it sounds familiar. Yes, it does. Is this who I think it is?
Maybe.
Are you going to have phone sex with me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Calm me down. Let's do it.
Are you ready?
Mary's dress waved
I want to play some music for you.
like a vision. She dances across the porch as the radio plays.
Maybe my views will go up to like 500 now after this call. What do I have to do, baby? Do I have to get undressed or anything?
You gonna do that on video?
Well, tell me, how does it work? Well, what do I do? I got to put a credit card number in? Just walk me through the process.
No credit card needed.
Well, tell me how it works with the usual suspects.
Well, they just called the 900 number.
Right.
That was it.
Right.
And my phone was automatically set up to collect the funds.
To collect the funds. Now, well, let's talk about your boyfriend real quick. He's going to be okay?
I hope so.
Are you with him?
No. I'm at home.
Oh, you're home. Okay. And
Yeah, he's at the hospital. I'm at home.
Okay.
I took off work tonight, though.
What kind of surgery is he having? On his neck?
Yeah.
Or his shoulder?
They're going to infuse it somehow and put screws in.
Right.
And then do something to fix the pinched nerve.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure what, but...
Okay. So, how long do you think he's going to be in the hospital?
2 days, they said.
That's it?
Yeah, the surgery's only 2.5 hours long.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No.
And anyway, let me just tell everybody.
Yeah, he'll be knocked out for it, so...
I'm just going to tell the audience, a lot of people are here that don't know, but this is one of our family members. This is Taurus, and her boyfriend was in a bad car accident. He got stung by a bee while he was driving, a terrible accident, and he wound up hitting a telephone.
Neck.
What's that? He hit a telephone pole, right?
Yeah.
And then
he broke his neck.
Broke his
and
neck.
Fucked up his shoulder. And now he has a pinched nerve in his arm because of it. So they're going in to fix the break in his neck.
Right.
And to fix the pinched nerve.
Wow. Now, also, Taurus operates one of those, she's one of those 1-800, what are they called?
My job description was phone sex operator.
Phone sex operator. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Everybody's caught up. And I just made the call, 1-800 phone sex. And you picked up the phone, and what happens next?
Oh, when you call me baby, you're supposed to be already naked. You're supposed to be lying in your bed.
All right, let's pretend I'm already naked and I'm lying in my bed. Hi, who are you? Do you give us, what name do you use? Taurus?
No, I use Lisa.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
My real name.
How are you tonight?
Lonely. What about you?
Holy shit, I'm so alone, it's not even funny. So glad you're on the other line.
What are you thinking about?
What am I thinking about right now? I'm thinking about what you look like. Can you describe yourself to me?
I'm 5'8.5". Brownish blonde hair, past my shoulders, 46 double D.
Wow. What color eyes do you have?
Hazel.
Hazel. And what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
Not wearing anything?
No.
You sound really sexy, you know that?
Hey, there's another call coming in. I have to go. I think it's Bill calling me.
All right, go ahead. I was just getting all excited anyway. It's all good.
Okay.
Getting a little crazy.
Have a good night,
baby.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oof. I was just about to grab some hand cream.
Hello?
You know what I'm saying? Oof.
The screen door slams, Mary's dress waves. Like a vision she dances across the porch as the radio plays. Roy Orbison singing for the lonely. Hey, that's me and I want you only.
Matt, where you been, man? We're killing it. We're having sex talk, and people are telling us about their lives. And, you know, the only thing missing is your voice, bro. Call in. Everybody's waiting to hear from Matthew. We want to hear that UK voice, my brother. Come on. We need you. Matthew Nichols, call us. We want to hear you. Everybody loves your accent, bro. He's buying his views. Yeah. Shit. While I've been sitting here, I just gave him my credit card and bought the views, surfer dude. You're right. You caught me again. You out of your mind? What did I just say? Are you one of these? Are you a surfer troll? Who are you, bro? Why would I buy views? What does that do for me? Make me feel better? Honestly.
Don't turn me home again, I just can't face myself alone again. Don't run back inside, darling, you know just what I'm here for.
Listen, Surf, if you came to the wrong place if you think you're gonna fuck with me. Because it just don't work. I'm gonna come right back at you just as hard. Okay? Just know that. We don't play games here. We don't use fingers, bro. We use words. You can say what you want to say, but I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Just remember that, okay?
So you're scared and you're thinking that maybe we ain't that young anymore. Show a little faith is me.
What's up, Stink Bug?
You're playing Bruce. I gotta sing.
Okay, go ahead.
You ain't a beauty, but hey, you're alright.
Alright. Oh, and that's alright with me. You can hide, cover and study your pain. The crosses for your lover, so roses in the rain.
We'd rather hear you than
Waste the summer
Bruce.
praying in vain for your savior to rise from these streets.
Waste your summer praying in vain for a savior
To rise from these streets.
Well,
I'm no hero that's understood. The redemption knocking off a girl's beneath the sturdy hood. With the chance to make it good somehow. Hey, what else can we do now? Except roll down the window and let the wind blow past your hair. Well, the next bus needs to raise will take us anywhere. We got one last chance to make it real. The trading wheels on some wheels.
Go,
back,
baby,
heaven's
go!
waiting down on the track. Heaven's waiting down on the track. Oh, come take my hand. We're riding out tonight to take the promised land. Oh, Thunder Road, oh, Thunder Road, oh, Thunder Road. Hey, I know it's late, we can make it if we run.
Listen, you know what I want you to do? I want you to get us like a bedtime book, like one of like a nursery rhymes or something.
Who, me?
Yeah. I want you to take that beautiful voice of yours and call in and read us a bedtime story.
You know, I tried to look for an adult one online. I'll have to find something good. Little spicy, maybe.
What's
But
that?
yeah, I would love to do that. I'll take
Wouldn't
a
that
look.
be cool? Yeah, hey, listen, if you want to get an erotic novel, we'll sit here and listen to that too. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get you too fired up. Then you'll be putting your hands all over Miss Andrea. So.
Oh, stop with that. No, I'll tell you, man. I listen. You know what? I kissed her a couple of times, but it was just not really like sexual or anything. It was just loving stuff.
Oh yeah,
I really
she's just
love
so
that.
sweet.
I love that girl.
She thinks the best at everybody.
You know what I mean? She's just so amazing, and like you look in her eyes, and she's so pure and like just wonderful, and
I don't mean this in a bad way, but she reminded me like a Pollyanna. Like she sees the good in all and looks for the brighter side of the situation. Which that's
I
awesome
could see
to have
myself
that
going
attitude.
cross country with her. I could, and streaming the whole thing.
Yeah, I think she'd be a great co-host. The thing is, she's too busy probably to do it as much as you're going to need her.
Yeah, no, she's busy. Yeah, she
And
works.
I still haven't gotten into your Discord, but when I do, I had an idea for Jen and Harry where, I don't know if you've ever seen, like when people do a YouTube Zoom call almost, and you can have like 6 people from your chat on the screen with you, and that way you're chatting directly to each other. Like you could pick 6 people or 4 people.
You think they would do it though? People don't want to be seen. They don't even want to call in.
Some of them would. I think some would. You don't think so? Well, some of the streams I've seen, they cover their faces, like they put a mask on or something. But I don't know. I think some of our viewers, your viewers, would consider it, being that it's a small group still, and we're all kind of nice to each other. There's 1 or 2 we're not sure about, but
Well, they just pop in here to stir the pot,
yeah.
calling me a homosexual.
But no, I'll send you
and
a
all
video that
shit.
shows what I'm talking about, because I think it's kind of cool, because then you get the talking reaction from us instead of just a text reaction.
No, I get
And
it.
sometimes
Hey,
that's,
you think,
yeah.
listen, you know what? A lot of the people that, are family on Discord and here, they send me pictures of themselves, so I'll know. Like, there's about 6, 7 people that, I've never met in person, but have sent me pictures of themselves that now when I see including yourself, when I see their names in the chat, I can visualize who they are, which is kind of cool,
Well, I sent you 3 pictures. You had to figure out which one was me.
But I didn't share them with
There's the
anybody.
very long, large woman with a watermelon on her head walking down the street in the middle of the D.C.
Yeah, I didn't think that was you.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Anyway.
Never saw that. Walking down the street, she had like probably an 8-pound watermelon just hanging out on her head, wasn't holding it, just walking away.
You know what's funny? Because a lot of people do that. Like, they'll send me like 2, 3 pictures, and the first 2 are like just funny, goofy picture stuff, and then usually one of them's real.
Yeah, the last one I sent you was real.
It's
probably like 3 years ago, but so I
let me
look a
ask
little
you,
better than I did there. But.
if you ever came here, you and Andrea could spark up together. You know?
I was just writing in the chat. I was actually supposed to be there next weekend, but I got sick, so
Oh, really?
we're postponing our trip for a week or two.
You okay?
And I mentioned you to my husband, but I don't know. He's kind of weird about the internet, like the way that you just said people heard us. You know, they hear what you're even thinking of looking for on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
And my husband's very anti
I
that
mean, you know,
stuff.
it's not
Like,
a
he
big
doesn't
deal.
like,
I mean, I had a couple of beers last night, the Modelo's, which I never drink. And then all day I'm seeing Modelo commercials in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
It'll
what the
pop
hell?
up everywhere.
You know? I'm like, are they really, they see me? It's like, forget
We
it.
were at work one day, and my boss was in his office looking at Walmart. And where I work, it's a labor union, so you are not supposed to shop on Walmart. And all of a sudden we hear him yelling. He's like, "Hey, Janet, get in here." And she says, "What?" And he says, "Why does your Facebook page say that you like Walmart? You shouldn't even be shopping at Walmart." She's like, "I did not do that." Right. And they had gone in the Facebook logarithm or whatever you call it, and they post stuff trying to get your friends to click on it because they think you liked it. Right. But I don't get where they heard yet. I talked about it, and somehow it shows up on my phone searches.
Isn't that weird?
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
you know, it's funny because I had clicked on something. I don't know. I'm trying to learn about how to, you know, maybe possibly hit a viral video on TikTok. And there was a woman on there, and it said, you know, she was showing you, and I saw how many views she had. So I'm thinking maybe this is real. And then I clicked on it, and now every other video on TikTok is people telling you how to freaking go viral the right way. You know, Harry says it's all bullshit. They're just trying to get more views, but
yeah,
shit,
I think it has to happen
200,000 views on these videos. Like, wow, you know. Or maybe
I mean,
they're
you
just
can lead it
buying
in a
views.
certain direction, but either, you know, people could tell, like there's someone we don't want to mention. People now see that it's fake. It's so stupid that they don't want it. They lost interest in it.
Right.
You know, like it's so
I mean,
you don't
why would I want to pretend like I have a certain
ever go
amount
away
of
from the
people
image
watching?
that you want.
You know, I'm not interested in.
Yeah.
Look, the number, it looks fat. If somebody jumping on and said, "Wow, this guy's got 320 people watching," but we all know the deal. We've been here long enough. You know, someday I'm hoping that's real, but it's not just going to jump that way without, you know, some kind of manipulation. You know, and it's definitely not coming from me. And I know Harry got home from work. He worked all day, and he's not even awake. I said,
No, but somebody
you?
did say that the trolls can somehow figure out a way to get in there and mess with your numbers. I don't know how they do it, but, you know, I mean, Leaf knows all this stuff, so who knows if he's helping behind the scenes.
I don't know.
Because like Jen said, if they think you're doing it blatantly, they can yank your station, so. But you're not, like, going overboard. I mean, she had, I forget what number she had last week, like, almost 500 people were watching her. And I'm thinking, yeah, right.
Well,
that
I
was
think
not
you know,
true.
They could tell by the chat, too, you know. There's like, okay, so there's 300 people watching, but there's only like 15 people in the chat.
Right.
You know, which I'm fine with. You know I am. I you know, right now this is a nice, you know, it's still a learning experience for me, and I'm trying to keep the cursing down and stay within myself and not be somebody I'm not, you know, the person that pops off that you've seen me go nuts for some reason.
And if you're seriously thinking about like sponsorships and stuff,
yeah, 100%. I have a big
Barry's,
meeting on
Barry's best idea was good, that you and him should separate anything business. You shouldn't.
Barry and I?
Yeah, if you watch some of Barry's old videos, watch some of his old videos, it's not a good idea.
I hear you. Listen, you know, they don't want him associated with me because they're saying I'm bad news. Meanwhile,
well, that's good.
My son's
that's
like,
good.
Dad, you ever see this guy's Instagram? It's like, forget it. And now, you know, I talked to Jen today a couple of times. You know, we're still good. I just mess around with her. I kid around, you know, like I'm jealous that she has a new client. But I hope everything works out. She's got a family to feed. And if this guy is able to, you know, help her get to another level where she wants to be, I'm 100% behind them. And, you know, I wish the best for him. But, you know, it's like a double-edged sword because now he's back in our Discord. And he's lighting it up again. I mean, there's 10 messages from Barry before I go to bed. I'm like, wait a minute. You know, we're glad that he's back, but now we're back to this shit again. We forgot why we got rid of him in the first place.
Yeah. Well, with him like that, too, rather than kick him out, you just scroll past him.
Me, I've never kicked him out.
It's way too much.
You know, but people started just you know, I guess you could block somebody that you don't want to talk to or something like that, you know?
I think so. I've never done that.
You know, I have a feeling I have somebody who's like sticking it in my ass right now, a surfer dude. And if I had to bet my house that's Charlie, I would. Because I know his motivations and his, you know, let's see if we can get him riled up.
Well, there's a guy in the chat I thought called Surfer Dude.
Yeah, it's probably Charlie.
Chick? Oh, no, it was Hippie Chick.
That's Hippie Chick, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
Well, so I'm not heading to Florida next week, so when we figure it out, I'll work on my husband. Maybe we'll pop in and say hi to whoever's out.
Well, if you're here, I'll give you some autographed pickleball anytime paddles. How's that? All right, baby?
We were actually supposed to be right in Palm Beach, too, so I was like, oh, be
right
perfect.
Up the road.
We're going to be so close.
Yeah.
But we told them we weren't coming to the wedding because we're sick, so.
All right. Well, we'll be here when you're ready, okay?
Yeah, a couple more
kid.
weeks. But
love you, all right?
All right. Okay. You guys have a fun night.
Don't
I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm going to smoke and go to bed again.
There you go, kid.
I'm trying to get over my cold.
Feel better, right?
I need my beauty rest.
All right. Love you.
All right, everybody out in chat, have fun.
Yeah. The numbers are going down. I guess you only get a certain amount of money stays there for a certain amount of time, and then they start to drop. It'll be at the real number soon.
You know what I do now is, even if I'm going to doze off to sleep, I leave it running, your channel, because I think it's the amount of time people stay on it, too. I know the thumbs up thing is important, and I think if somebody clicks on and off like in less than 30 seconds, it doesn't really officially count as a view, so that you should want to hit the like button.
Right.
So I just leave your stream running if I go to sleep.
I just turn this shit on and feel good about the music I got queued up.
Yeah, every once in a while you'd be loud, and I'll be like, what? What?
Well, I got a good one for you as soon as you hang up.
Although I should be used to it. My husband, when we first got together, he played all the music you play, and he played it loud. So I'm kind of used to it by now.
It's dedicated to you, all right?
Yeah.
All right.
He's around the same What year did you graduate? Like
high
62?
School? What year did I graduate high school?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, no, that's the year you were born.
1980.
80. Oh, okay. So you graduated the year my sister did. Yeah. So I'm 4 years younger than you.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like this music. I love it. Makes
anything from like 70s to 90s, I'm like cool with.
1980, man. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, 70s and 80s were the best, I think. But anyway, all right, well, go enjoy. Have fun all.
Thank you, baby. Have a good night. Love you.
All right.
Okay, get that book ready. Get that book ready.
Get the what ready?
The book.
What book? Oh, the bedtime story?
Yeah.
I'll look for a good one. I promise. And hopefully I won't sound like a frog next time I call in. My cold kicked my butt, so I sound funny.
All right, babe. Bye.
We'll have to make sure TK calls in that night, too.
Okay. Yeah. Big fan.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Babe.
Take care.
Bye.
Blue jean baby, LA lady, seamstress for the band.
Don't worry, surfer dude. I'll be back to deal with you in a minute.
Pirate smile, you marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her dancing in the sand. Now she's in
moron take over our chat tonight? Is that what we're gonna do? Cali girl in the house. Surprised to see you tonight. Hey, Barry, you know, since you've been, I announced you were able to come back on and call in. All of a sudden, I got 267 people, bro. It's crazy. They're all waiting for you.
You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised here in this blue.
Callie, do me a favor, man. Don't entertain this guy. Don't. He's not even real. It's probably fucking, what's his face? Charlie. Under a new name. He comes in under different names with his little screwdriver and tries to stir the pot.
You don't know my kind in you. Very soon the time will tell. You don't know me, but I'm
Back, call in. Everybody's waiting to hear you, man. Watch, after you're done, the numbers are just going to drop to 0.
your brother. I was raised here in this living hell. You don't know my kind in you. Very soon the time will tell. You telling me the things you're gonna do for me. I ain't blind and I don't like what I think I see. Taking it to the street. No more Negro.
Hey, Tan-Man.
There he is.
What's up, buddy?
What up, champ?
What's up? How you doing?
We announced that Barry's allowed to be back on the show tonight, and boom, we're killing it.
That's cool. So, I guess people see from the other screen that I'm not so much a fucking retard.
Nope.
Like the Skank Queen made me out to be.
Nope, you're a star, baby.
Yeah. That girl made me look so bad, and now is my chance to make her look like a Skank Queen and look really bad.
Well, we're not really.
I think I did it though on your show though with our live stream without even mentioning her though.
You know, Jen
Let's
doesn't
not
realize.
even bring her up any further.
You know, I'm gonna have
But-
to. I'm gonna start
yeah.
after paying you for appearances now if these numbers keep going up.
You're funny. So what's going on?
Nothing. I'm shining up. Gonna get a haircut tomorrow and audition for the Golden Bachelor.
Good. I heard from Love on the Spectrum today. Oh, I'm not supposed to discuss it. Shit.
What can you discuss?
Sorry.
There's a lot of people watching you now. You better be careful.
Yeah. I heard from the show Love on the Spectrum today, but I'm not supposed to discuss it.
No?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to discuss it any further. I can just announce I heard from them, but that's it.
So, you got some big plans in the works, I hear.
Yeah, I got some big plans in the works. Yep.
You know, soon I'm going to say, you know, you're going to be as big as Leonardo DiCaprio, probably.
I don't know, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, didn't you say you were like the guy on the Titanic?
I am. I'm like Jack in the Titanic, but in a funny, comedic way, too. in a funny comedic way too. I'm like a romance suave, you know, like a romance suave. I call it suave, right? Just for shit to giggle, right? I'm like a romancier suave, you know, but like, but same time, it's like I am like a comedian, you know. So it's like I like to joke, have fun. Who doesn't though, you know? Who doesn't like to have fun, you know, and joke around and just have a blast, you know?
Yeah. You are the king of comedy now.
So, trying.
You're great. I mean, I'm telling you, as soon as I announced that Barry was going to be on again because your team said it was okay, you wouldn't believe how these numbers shot up.
Yeah, now they're dropping like a fish. I don't get it.
Yeah, as soon as you came on, they ran away.
As I came on. Now you're down to 221. It's kind of a bad thing I came on. Should have kept them in suspense.
Well, I think you waited too long to call in.
Why, you had more?
Oh, my God. Right after the announcement, boom, 300.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And those aren't bots, just so people know. Just so people know you don't buy bots.
I held up your picture, too. I said, here he is. This is the man. He's going to be calling in soon. And they must have called their friends.
Oh, wow. I don't know, but I'm never going up again a little bit.
How do you feel, brother? You're a superstar. You're going to need green M&Ms in the green room.
I feel okay.
I hope you're not going to trash hotel rooms and stuff now.
Actually, what was that movie? Was it Rockstar or Almost Famous? I forget which one it was. When the maid walks into the hotel room and all the furniture is in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Remember that scene? Was it Almost Famous or Rockstar that scene was in? I forgot which one that was, but it was either Mark Wahlberg's Rockstar or it was what's her name? Kate Hudson's Almost Famous. It was one of the two.
Yeah, I think it was either that one or it could have been.
I think it was actually Rockstar.
Could have been Spinal Tap too, but I know which one I know.
Where the maid walked into the hotel room and all the furniture was in the ceiling. That was really funny. That's gonna be me.
Hey, your boy TK's listening to you right now. Another superstar.
Yeah.
Anything you want to? Any advice you have for TK?
Just be yourself, you know. Just be yourself. I don't like having my ass kissed, man. Please, just stop kissing my ass when it comes to that.
Well, everybody, you're a god now.
Yeah, but like I don't want to be a god, you know.
I hope you don't change, bro, and you're gonna be somebody different.
Look, I was always the joke of the Skank Queen stream, and now apparently maybe I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they view me in a different way after seeing us stream together. You know.
Yeah, after they saw you and your new body and your new look, and you know that $150 shirt you were wearing.
Yeah.
And the way you were able to tame the tan man that day, keep me under wraps. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm not trying to tame you or tame anyone. I'm just trying to be professional in the business setting, you know?
Right. Oh, I hear that. How'd you like the show last night? Did you like Andrea?
Loved her. She was great. I think she's perfect for you. You gonna date her? I think she's perfect for you.
No, we're just friends.
Oh, you're just friends, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you never know what's around the next corner, but right now I just love being in her presence. I love being in her presence, and whenever I see her, I'm pretty happy that she's with me.
She did smooch you a few times to see her, in case you don't remember.
No, that wasn't real. It wasn't a real smooch. It was a kiss, but it wasn't real. I mean, it was nice. I mean, it was real. It was real at the time, but it wasn't like it was like passionate or anything. It was just it was nice. It was just
you could tell the look in her eyes. She's in love with you.
Well, you know what? Wherever I go, and I'm not gonna. A lot of the older generation, like the seniors around here, they look at me real funny, like with a blank stare, like they've never seen somebody like me before, and I'm still trying to figure out why. Like they just look at me with an expressionless face. Now I don't know if it's because I'm.
They so much Botox. You no expression.
No, it's not that. I'm telling you, it's really a weird thing. It's like, maybe it's the tan, but, you know, I see the way they look at me and it's just like this blank expression on their face. And I'm always like, these people are
couldn't believe how tan you were when I saw you.
I mean, these people are like zombies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I couldn't believe how tan you were. I could have sworn my knees were growing. Get it?
I love when you laugh.
My knees were growing. I'm a Negro.
Yeah.
Remember I forget who made that joke on your stream, but it was pretty funny, you know.
Well, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're in the chat. If you want, you can have some fun with this surfer dude who's trying to get under my skin, and I'm not letting him. So,
which surfer dude?
He's just some moron who showed up out of the blue.
Oh, surfer dude, yeah.
It's probably Charlie, if I had to guess, you know.
I see him in chat.
Yeah, he's just trying to stir the pot, get the family riled up. We're not going to wrench him.
Yeah. No, don't wrench anybody.
No, we're not going to do that. We won't body bag them.
Because the haters make you who you are.
Exactly. The haters, baby. The
haters make you. That was the one solid piece of advice I got from somebody years ago. Was that haters are the ones that make you a star.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Coming from you, I'll write it down.
Trolls are going to make you. They always do.
Any advice?
Let them talk shit about you all they want, because there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
And I learned that a long time ago as a publicist previously, and as a marketing agent to stars like Tim Hardaway, Kurt Schilling, Simon Paginaud, Pat Cash, Dina Garrison, Gigi Fernandez, Conchita Martinez, like all these things, you know?
Right.
So it's like, I learned that a long time ago.
Right.
And then I even co-marketed like Floyd Mayweather Jr., like all like the New York Yankee legends, you know. I had like everybody you could imagine. I had Nolan Ryan. I mean, talking about an all-time Mets great. 68 World Series when he was a rookie. They won the 68. Was it 68 or 69 when they won the World Series? I know it was the one of those 2 years. Was 68 was their first World Series, right? The Mets?
69.
69, okay. Yes, it was a year. Yeah, that's right. It was a year after Nolan Ryan was a rookie. Yes, and Tom Seaver was in that team too, right?
Yes, sir. He's dead.
Yeah, but Tom Seaver was in that team too, right?
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't it Nolan Ryan and Tom Seaver in those two on that 69 team?
Yeah, and you know who my favorite player was on that team? Tommy Agee.
Who?
Tommy Agee.
I don't know him, but my grandfather met Ed Kranepool.
Ed Kranepool was on that team.
I know. My grandfather met Ed Kranepool in the press box at Shea Stadium in like 1970s. And I actually have a baseball. Joe DiMaggio was there. That's the big hit on the ball. But it's right in the sweet spot, Joe DiMaggio. And it's his old signature, too. So it's like the one where he actually put the I in it, not just a dot on top of the M for the I, but it's his real signature. It has the actual I in it.
You know who else I like, bro? Cleon Jones.
Back in like this, like before like the 80s, you know?
Barry, you know what? I'm going to tell you something real quick. When I was younger, I was a paper boy. And, you know, when I was on the wrestling team, after practice, I had to go deliver the newspaper, which was just sick. I mean, it was nonstop. Then go home and do my homework. Crazy fucking nonstop.
So you delivered the afternoon paper. I remember when they had those. They had the Miami News was the afternoon paper in Miami. It went under in like the early 90s, late 80s. The Miami News went under. It was part of the Miami Herald, but it went under in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Well, no, this was,
what
I wanted to tell you was, one of the guys that I delivered the newspaper to was the bat boy for the Yankees.
Oh, that's cool.
And you want to hear something funny? One day, you know, I kept asking him, he said he's going to get me a sign ball. And I kept, you know, bugging him like, hey, did you get the ball? Oh, don't worry, I'm going to get it. He finally came home with a signed ball with like 20 autographs on one ball for me.
Yeah.
And don't you know, man, and we played every day. One day we didn't have a ball.
Oh, shit, Sandlot story. Here we go.
And we used it.
Sandlot story. Here we go. The real life Sandlot story.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth on a baseball that they played ball with, and the dog.
Oh, it wasn't. This was in, like, I'd say.
Real life Sandlot story.
It was in the 70s, so maybe.
I hope it didn't have Mickey Mantle on there or Joe DiMaggio on it.
No. This was in the 70s.
Oh, okay, so it was like I hope it didn't have Thurman Munson on it. That'd be a shame.
It might have. You know what? It might have. You know that? Anyway, Barry, we love you. We can't thank you enough for calling in, all right, bro? We'll speak soon.
Okay. Okay, thanks. All right.
Oof. Actually, I didn't use my bicycle to deliver the papers, man. I actually had to walk. Maybe sometimes I use my bike, but mainly I walked. I was pretty lucky. The houses were pretty close to each other, and it wasn't really a big route. You know, it was the Journal News, Rockland County Journal News, you know? And if you got enough new subscriptions, you know, you won like a bowling ball or some shit, you know? It was like they gave you a gift if you signed up new people. You know what? I think my son Harry looks like Mike Piazza. He really does, man. My son looks like Mike Piazza. I always say that to him. I'm like, bro, you look like Mike Piazza. Okay, Surfer, here we go. The music's good, but the show sucks. Now, let's talk about this for a minute. It's Tuesday. You have so many options of entertainment in the world. You have 10,000 television channels now. You have 100 adult video channels to choose from. You have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, 1,000 other live streamers that are, I don't know, got millions of people watching them right now. How'd we get stuck with your ass in our chat? The show sucks, the music's good. Why are you here? I'll never understand that. I mean, are you just here to fuck with me? Fuck with my people? I mean, why are you here? I mean, the show sucks, the music's good. I'm boring, I'm gay, I'm a paper boy on a bicycle, and you're here. Why? Just use your fat fucking fingers to tell us why you're here. Just tell us. I'll wait. Or why don't you call in? I'll put the number on the screen so we can hear your voice. See, you tuned into the wrong show, bro. Yeah, I'll come at you. I'll come at you hard. But that's not the people that are on this stream. You must be looking for the clown show that's up the road with the rest of your friends. We found your picture in a dictionary, Surfer. If I looked up surfer boy in the fucking dictionary, we see your picture. Just think about that. Whenever you type something, we're thinking about this guy who's typing it. How you feeling now, chump? Got some info on Leaf King? Do we really care? I mean, we kind of moved past that shit already. Yeah, I know. I know he did. I read that too. You're right. I mean, I don't know. He got away with it, I guess. You know? I don't know. Are you part of our Discord? Maybe you just put him in there. You know? Do we care what this guy looks like anyway? I mean, you know? Again, we're kind of moving on from this shit. At least I'm hoping to. But I do love the tunes on this show. You were right about one thing there, Surfer Man. What's the high road? I'm not sure what you mean. It's my therapist. Should I answer this? Dr. Happy. Let's see what he has to say. You're on the air with the Tan Man. How can I help you?
Hey, how you doing, Big Tan Man? You in your studio or in Delray?
I'm in my studio, Dr. Happy. How are you tonight?
Wow, great. Oh, that's too bad. I'm actually in Delray. I was going to stop by and say hi, but all right.
Really? What are you doing in Delray, bro?
What's that?
What are you doing in Delray?
Something good and confidential, so I will talk to you about it off the air.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You always got something going on.
Yeah, okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Have a great night. Okay.
All right, my brother.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care.
So he posted pictures of me in Elisa's Discord. I guess I'm getting under her skin, you know? If they're posting pictures of me over there. I mean, why me? I got no viewers. Why me? You know? I don't even pay no mind to that anymore. She you know, when I said I changed the channel, I really did. I mean, I don't care about her anymore, or anything that goes on over there. Really did. I mean, I don't care about her anymore, or anything that goes on over there. What's up?
I forgot to ask you, you a Rangers fan or an Islanders fan?
Rangers.
Rangers, that's what I figured because you're from the city in Brooklyn originally.
Yeah.
I just completed my 1980s Edmonton Oilers collection of the Hall of Famers of the rookie cards. Gretzky, Messier, Curry, and Coffey. And of the OPG rookie cards. And all near mint or better. And, Messier was in the 94 Rangers team, and Gretzky was in that 99, whatever it was, Rangers team that didn't win a cup. But I just got a Leech, OPG rookie card in a PSA 10, and I paid like $60 for it. It's like a retail $60. You know, they don't go for much. But Brian Leach, I mean, you can't beat that. And I also got a Mike Richter rookie card that I recently got in the PSA 10. So I just completed my Rangers collection of Messier, Richter, and and Leach, of that 94 team. And because TK was telling me, he was in the chat, he was like, Barry, I got to show you my card collection sometimes you can purchase it. I'm like, well, I mainly only collect 1979 and pre of baseball, of Hall of Famers that are near mint or better. But I only collect high end, Hall of Famers and primarily rookie cards of them because I collect the rookie cards, unless it's Willie Mays or Hank Aaron or Sandy Koufax or Mickey Mantle or somebody like that, or Roberto Clemente. I'm collecting the rookie cards, But I do have all the rookie cards, like Mays, Mantle. I even have a DiMaggio rookie card, dude, from 1936 Gaudi Premiums.
All right, that's great. We'll talk about it off the air, right? I want to listen to my Doors music. I don't care about this shit. Love you. Oof. We're back down to our normal number now. I feel better. Oh, the Mets just started? It's almost time for me to end the stream. Oof. Been going for 2 hours. Man, I love watching the Mets now. I didn't watch one game last year until the playoffs, and then boom, as soon as the playoffs started, I watched every game, and it was great, man.
When the music's over, when the music's over here.
You know what? I wanted to bet the Mets on every game too, man. I said that. I said we should bet the Mets every game this year. Dave Kingman. I love Dave Kingman. Remember him? I just saw some videos of the longest home runs of all time. And Dave Kingman, he was... Whatever you want to do, Bear. Every time you come on, the views go up. Soon as you got done, we lost like 200 views, man. Unbelievable. Soon as I hung up with you, boom.
When the music's over, turn up the lights, turn up the lights, turn up the lights. when the music's over.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. The people from the mall? Nah, man, we're ready to go back there. Everything's good with them. Well, you know, from what I understand, the, you know, Christie's on tonight. So whenever that happens, I go from 3,000 views to 28. You know what I'm saying? Bat, whatever you want to do, bro. You know what I mean? It's all good. I mean, I don't care. I found this song tonight that I haven't heard in a while.
Lonely is the night when you find yourself alone. Your demons come to light and your mind is not your own. Lonely is the night when there's no one left to call. You feel the time is right. Say the writing's on the wall. Yeah.
It's funny because when my son's with his friends and they're together, and as I always say, sausage fest, he's like, yup. Kind of like what they're saying about tonight's chat. It's all guys tonight.
It's a hard time to fight when the walls are closing in. Call it what you like. It's time you got to win. Lonely, lonely, lonely. Your spirit's sinking down.
Barry got an 86 Mets team signed ball by everybody. Wow. You know, since it's all guys, I'll tell you a funny story that happened to me. My first road trip with ABC. Okay, so I'm working at ABC. I'm a cameraman and everything. I'm working on Eyewitness News, One Life to Live, All My Children, that shit. One day, you know, every week I would go in to the employment office area where they told you your schedule, and you would look at it. And all of a sudden I see OKC. Or just okay. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm asking somebody, bro, what does this mean? They're like, bro, you're going to Oklahoma. Going to Oklahoma? Like, yeah, you're going to do the men's amateur golf championships in Edmond, Oklahoma. Better start packing, you're leaving tomorrow. Holy shit. I didn't want to leave because I was killing it. I had so many women living in the city. Man, I was with a different girl every night. No shit. All you sausage motherfuckers watching this shit, I was living the dream. Had my own place, pool table, 69th to Columbus. Shit, it was the most happening street in New York. Columbus Avenue. Still is. And so anyway, here I go. I'm still a kid, man. I'm like, shit, 24, 25. You know, I haven't been on too many airplanes by myself at that age. And I go to the airport, get on the plane, and it turns out that I'm going to be carpooling when I get there with these two black guys. One guy's name was Willis, and the other guy's name was Baloo. Now, these guys were seasoned travelers with going on the road. This is my first experience. And they were just like, don't worry, we got you, young blood. Young blood, they called me. I look good, too, man. I had my ABC hat, my long hair, rock star shit. I'm with ABC. I'm going to fucking Oklahoma, baby. So we get off the plane, and I'm just following these two guys. One guy was huge. He was like 300 pounds. Big African-American man. That was Willis. And the other guy was a skinny dude, Baloo, with the sunglasses. You can imagine. the short, nice trimmed afro. Get in the car with them. I'm sitting in the back seat. They're in the front. These guys are out of their minds, man. I don't know. They seen another black chick. Dude, they're driving right next to her, and they're handing her their phone number out the window at like 30 miles an hour. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? It was sick. That right off the bat, it was like, wow. I'm with the two best guys I could be with. So anyway, we get there, and it's one of those efficiency hotels where everybody got their own room. I had a fireplace with the popcorn machine and the coffee maker, and it was like a little apartment with a kitchen and everything. It was nice. And there was a pool right outside the door. But I'll tell you right now, man, it was like 110 degrees in the shade in this place. It was in the summer. And I'll never forget how hot it was. So anyway, first couple of days I'm there, I have to, the weird thing about doing a golf tournament is they have cameras they don't have cameras at every hole, okay? But the cable has to be there. So the first thing you do when you get there, you lay in cable. 2 cameras, 1 audio, through a whole golf course. Man, I learned how to wrap cable. I'll tell you that. There's a whole art to it to make it totally just go around. So now you're laying cable for 2 cameras and audio at every fucking hole. 18 holes of a golf course. It's like for miles. And what happens is, they bring the cameras to certain holes. They don't have a camera for every hole. They keep moving the cameras around, cover the hole. So, and what happens is also they give you money. Now they have these refreshment tents wherever you go. Free food, drinks, candy bars, everywhere. Tents. And, and then they also give you money, $60 a day. It's called per diem, which was really cool. It's like they give you 60 every day, so you go out and eat yourself. You know what I mean? You just go out, do your own thing. And the first night I went out. Now, the beautiful thing about where we were staying, there were 3 bars right across the street. Boom, boom, boom. And they were happening places. And you could walk there. It's right across the street. Now, most of the guys that were on the road with, they were all married and shit, and they were older, and they weren't looking to go out. I couldn't wait. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So the first night I go out, I go to the first place, and I sit down, and I order a shrimp cocktail. Okay? Out of the blue, this guy comes over to me, and he says, would you mind taking a picture with my daughters? I'm like, yeah, sure. Why me? But okay. Next thing you know, 2 beautiful girls come over. They're standing behind me, taking a picture. I got my ABC hat on, blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay, finished my shrimp cocktail. That happened. I was feeling really good. I'm like, this guy wants a picture with me with his daughters? Shit, I must be looking pretty good tonight. I go next door to the next bar. And right away, this bartender catches my eye. Hot as hot can be. In Oklahoma, baby. Some beautiful women in Oklahoma. And so I'm working her. And there's this guy sitting at the table by himself. Blonde hair, long. He's got the ABC shirt on. Nice little logo. With a rose on the table. Okay? And I kind of went over to him. And I was like, hey, bro, you with ABC? He's like, yeah. You know, who are you? I'm like, bro, I'm with ABC too, man. He's like, yeah, nice to meet you, little man. Take a walk. So I'm sitting at the bar. and I'm working the bartender. And I got a real shot with her. Like, I feel the vibe, right? All of a sudden, this guy comes over to me. He's like, listen, I need a favor. I said, what's up? He goes, I want this chick, but she's with her friend. And I need a wing. I need somebody. I need your help. I said, oh, you need my help, huh? Turns out, this guy came in. They flew people from New York and California to this event. He was the technical director for the whole freaking thing. Now, the technical director is the guy who, he's actually hitting the buttons. You got the director and the technical director. He's the one who's doing the dissolves. And, you know, they say camera 2, take 2. And he, boom, he hits the buttons and, you know, dissolves. That's some fucking job this guy had. He looked like Swan. He looked like, I'll tell you right now, this guy looked like Fabio. Okay? Good looking dude. So when he was in California, his main job was, he was the technical director for General Hospital, which was a real popular show. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. General Hospital. I mean, back then in the 80s and 90s, they had like Luke and Laura, and like everybody was tuned into this soap opera, right? So anyway, he needs my help. He said, do this for me, I'll take care of you. All right, so I got to leave the bartender chick that I was like, forget it. I wanted that. And now I'm with him, and, you know, there's 2 girls, and he's trying to get alone with this chick, but he can't unless I'm with the other one. So I wind up with the other one, and she comes back to the room with me, and blah, 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 blah. I wake up the next morning, I'm like, hey, listen, I got to go. We had to be at the golf course at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was getting hammered every night, coming home at like 2, 3. And, you know, I would just, no shit. I'd come out of the hotel room, I'd take my head, stick it in the fucking pool, full, and then just put my hat on. And bang, I was in the car with Willis and Ballou, telling them what happened that night. So anyway, I come back from the day of whatever at the, you know, the event didn't start yet. Still, you know, doing the cable shit, because that took like 4 days. Sucked. It was like chain gang shit. But you got to do what you got to do, right? I come back, and this chick stole some shit from me, let's put it that way. I had a nice ABC bag that I loved. Like an ABC bag. Stole the ABC bag with my change in it and shit like that. Whatever. So anyway, next night, boom, I'm going out again. Right? Went back to that bar. I wanted to see that bartender. And she got off of work. And she said, hey, you want to come to the diner with me? I'm like, oh, shit. Here we go, baby. Yeah. I'll go to the diner with your ass. I'm from New York. Like, you know, you think I talk like I do now? Try talking like this in Oklahoma. You definitely don't belong there, right? So we go to the diner. We're sitting in a booth. All of a sudden, these 3 people, fucking biker looking, 2 biker dudes and a chick with the jackets and the tattoos and the chains and all that shit, sitting right in the booth across from me. And I don't know, something was said, and the girl I was with started like having a disagreement with the girl in the other booth with the biker shit on. I'm like, oh my God, stop, man. What are you doing? You know, look, I was pretty buzzed anyway from doing shots, and it didn't matter. All of a sudden, the 2 guys like, hey, like, hey, man, where you from? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm from New York. But, hey, man, you want to come outside with us and see our truck? I'm like, yeah, I'll come outside with you. You know, I don't know. Anything could have happened right then, but after 10 shots of Jack Daniels, I was ready to go outside with these guys, no matter what. It didn't even matter, right? And I go outside, And they don't even have a real truck. It's just the cab part, you know. The rest of the truck, I guess they undid their load. And what happened next was they said, hey, want to go for a ride? I said, shit, you know, I've never been in an 18-wheeler before. So I get in a truck with these two guys. And, you know, they were pretty cool. I mean, nothing happened, nothing bad. You know, they're grinding the fucking gears down the road. We're laughing. We're having a good time. Turns out these guys were moonshiners. They were moonshining liquor, alcohol, grain alcohol. And they gave me a bottle, man. It was just pure grain alcohol. You could light this shit on fire, man. Boom. Anyway, I went back and, you know, it was a really great experience. But what happened was I was supposed to be there for like 6, maybe 4 or 5 days just to help do the cables and shit. I didn't know what I was going there for. You just go and do what they tell you, right? And the guy who I took care of that day from General Hospital, you know, the technical director, all of a sudden, I'm staying for another like 10 days. He got me hooked up. He's like, dude, I got you hooked up. You're staying for another 10 days. I'm like, what? He's like, you're staying with me now. You're with me. I wound up driving this fucking, the rest of the time I was there, I wound up driving this guy around on a golf cart. That was my job, to just drive this fucking guy on a golf cart. And then go out every night and party like a rock star, man, with my 60 per diem. Back then, that was a lot of money. And, man, I met so many women. And the end of the story was, and me and this guy kept in touch. We were good friends at the end. He'd call me from California. He's like, what's up, bro? I'm like, how you doing, man? We had a lot of good times together. I spent most of the, dude, I got like 80 hours overtime. When I got back, I didn't even know that I had it. They're like, oh yeah, you got 80 hours overtime. I was like, holy shit. 80 hours overtime? I didn't even do nothing. It was really a good time, man. And, you know, the funny part about this whole thing was, my last night there, I got so caught up with the different women. No shit. You know, I had like, you know, and this is where, you know, back in the day, I was young, I'll say anything. Just like you guys, getting those pants back then. Shit, I was in love every night. But I told the woman at like the main office, if anybody calls for me, I checked out yesterday. I had to do it, man. I had like this, I got caught up. The juggling act came to an end, man. And it was like, okay, which one? And I wound up going out with the bartender chick one more time. And I wound up with her. And I went back to New York. And she was writing me letters and shit. She wanted to get out of bumfuck Oklahoma. And I'll tell you, there's some beautiful women in Oklahoma, man. Holy shit. Edmond, Oklahoma. That's where I was. Edmond, Oklahoma. So, why did I bring this shit up? I'm not sure. Because we were talking about a sausage fest, I think. And it just reminded me of that trip, my first road trip. Now, I did Monday Night Football in Colorado. You know, I did Denver. You know, it was snowing. It was miserable. I did Monday Night Football. I did a couple of boxing matches. I did a beauty pageant. You know, I traveled a few times, which was really fun. But I hated to leave because I had so much action going on in New York. You know, just being where I was in my apartment. And there was some girls there that I really were interested in. And in the end, I'm still here. I'm alive and I'm kicking. You know what I'm saying? And Chick, I'm sorry if I insulted you with that story. It was when I was a lot younger. I was in my 20s. I'm 60 now. I'm 62. So it was just, you know, an adventure for me that I wanted to share. I hope I didn't ruin your night with that story. I try to keep it as positive and unsexual as I could, because if I went into the sexual part stuff of it, you know, that would have really, I probably would have, my ratings probably would have went up to another 3 people. But I'm glad I was able to just, you know, keep it light. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I came upon the child of God. He was walking along the road, and I asked him, tell me, where are you going? Yes, he told me. Said, I'm going down to Leicester's farm, gonna join in and rock and rollin'. Got to get back to the land, set my soul free. We are stars, we are golden, we are blue, and we've got to get ourselves back to the stars, we are golden, we are blue, and we've got to get ourselves back to the
You know what's funny? I kept the shrimp cocktail from Oklahoma. I like to, you know, I kept it as a souvenir. So I never forgot it. I just defrosted it. I'm going to eat it. Oh yeah, Callie, the women in Oklahoma, beautiful. Stevie, you know what? They got these bags of shrimp at Costco. Really good shrimp, bro. These are really good, man. They taste real. They're real good. You know, you freeze them. You know, I took them out this morning, put them in the refrigerator. They're ready to roll. I could live on shrimp. Oh, I love that song, Liz. Love that song. Let's find it. I want to play that. You're right. I used to play that on my other show when I was on Free FM, K-Rock. But I've been to Oklahoma. Man, I love that. You're right. Let's find that. Let's see. That's 3 Dog Night, right? Yep, 3 Dog Night. Here it is.
I never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. See, the ladies are insane there, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it, never gonna lose it. I can't refuse it. Well, I've never been to England, but I kinda like the Beatles. Well, I headed for Las Vegas, only made it out to Needles.
This is what I look like when I went on those road trips. Yeah, boy. That was in Oklahoma.
Well, I never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma.
I checked out early that day. I'll tell you right now.
But I really
Don't remember.
in Oklahoma, not Arizona. What does it matter? What does it matter?
I'll tell you, when people ask you if you can go back to any age that you were, what year would you go back? I would go back to this year. This was like, this was my 20s, man. I was pretty fucking happy. Let's put it that way.
Well, I've never been to Spain, but I kinda like the music. Say the ladies are insane there, and they sure know how to use it. They don't abuse it, never gonna lose it.
I'll tell you, Three Dog Night's got some good tunes, you know that? Best Led Zeppelin, I went to see Get the Lead Out with Steve Nelly. That was great, Stevie. Remember that? That was fun. We were right up front. There was some hot chicks in that audience. Wasn't that long ago. What's this? We played that. Oh, they had Joy to the World.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog, was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine. And he always had some mighty fine wine, singing joy to the world. All the boys and girls now, joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me. If I were the king of the world, tell you what I'd do.
I'll tell you, man, I don't eat. I can't even remember what I ate today. Maybe I had a tuna fish sandwich for lunch. That's it. It's starting to get real hot here with the humidity and everything. And it's like, I don't know. This shrimp tasting real good right now. Plus, when, we're doing the show at night, I get all fired up. Yeah, this is an old song, right? Jeremiah was a bullfrog. You're right, man. What else they got? Anything good? I don't see anything else. Black and White. I remember this song.
The ink child is white, the whole world looks upon a sight, a beautiful sight. And now a child can understand that this is the law of all the land, all the land. The world is black, the world is white, it turns by day and then by night. The child is black, the child is white, together they grow to see the light, to see the light. There's a port on a western bay and it serves a Era's coming. Eli's coming.
Is your favorite song? Really? Eli's coming, huh?
Eli's a coming and the cards say a broken heart. Eli's coming, hide your heart, girl. Eli's coming, hide your heart, girl. Girl, Eli's a coming, you better hide, girl.
Sounds like Tom Jones.
Eli's a coming, you better hide, girl. Eli's coming, hide your heart, girl. You better hide your heart.
Wow.
Eli's coming, better walk, walk, but you never get away. No, you never get away from the burning heartache. I walk to Apollo by the bay. Everywhere I go, Eli's coming, but she never got away. Eli's coming, but she never got away. Eli's coming, she's coming to get you. She won't fight, she won't fight, she never got away. Eli's coming, hide it, hide it, hide it. Girl, Eli's coming, you better hide, girl. Eli's coming, you better hide, girl. Eli's coming, you better hide, girl. Eli's coming, hide your heart, girl. Hide it, you better hide your heart. Eli's coming, better walk, walk, but you never get away. No, you never get away from the burning heartache. I walk to Apollo by the bay. Everywhere I go, Eli's coming, but she never get away. Eli's coming, but she never get away.
All right, while we have our closest friends here, what do you say we do a weekend review? All right? These are all the songs I played this week. See if you can guess the artist, okay? Here's number one. Let's see who's going to hit it. I'm going to watch. Let's see how we do, okay? Here we go.
I've seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way. I've seen all good people.
Tony Television. He's got one. All right, here we go. Next.
In a little while from now, if I'm not feeling any less sound, I promise myself to treat myself and visit a nearby town. And climbing to the top, will throw myself up in an effort to make clear to whoever what it's like when you're shattered, left standing in the lurch at a church where people are saying, my God, that stuff, she stood him up. No point in us remaining, we may as well go on, 'cause I did on my own, alone again, naturally.
All right, we'll put that one back in the kitty.
Think twice, it's just another day for you. You and me in paradise. Just think about
Nell on the board. Here we go. Get ready. Get those fingers ready.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She loves to laugh, she loves to sing, she does everything. She loves to move.
Nelly on the board. All right, we got some good players here today.
I do believe in you, and I know you believe in me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But now we realize love's not all that's supposed.
Nelly was the quickest on that one.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in
Tony
sand?
Television gets it.
Isn't how many...
Good song, huh? Ready? Get ready. Tony Television, he's killing it.
We like them boys that be in them legs leaning, open them out their grill gleaming, candy paint keep their whip cleaning, they always be talking that country slang. We like beat the beat in the back beating, I be so low from that chiefin'. I love how he keep my body screaming, a rude boy that's good to me with street credibility. If his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him back.
We'll give it to you. Cali Girl, Beyonce. Here we go. Get ready.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice. Cause I speak of the pompatus of love.
Tony T, killing it.
Gonna take a freight train down at the station, Lord. I don't care where it goes. Gonna climb a mountain, the highest mountain. I jump off, nobody gonna know. Can't you see? Whoa, can't you see what that woman, Lord, she been doing to me? Can't you see? Can't you see what that woman, she been doing to me?
All right, here we go.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Tell you, Tony T's all over this.
Come down like a monkey. Well, it's alright. Like a lonely rat that you can't see. Oh, it's alright. Try to shake it loose, break free. Say go.
We'll give it a Cali Girl because I love her. Here comes a classic right here, baby.
I saw the light on the night that I passed by her window. I saw the flickering shadows of love on her blind. She was...
Riz, Nelly got you by half a finger hair on that one. Here's a new one that I like. I like this one. I don't know. I just heard this for the first time and I liked it.
them both in mind. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, hey.
I don't even know who that is. I just like the song. Chick, you got that one, buddy. Alice in Chains.
I've just closed my eyes again. Climbed aboard the Dreamweaver train. Trying to take away my worries of today. And leave tomorrow behind.
Nelly got that one. Gary Wright. Here we go. Stay ready.
Underneath the trees, we watch the sky, confusing stars and satellites. I never dreamed that you'd be mine, but here we are, we're here tonight, singing, hey, man, I'm alive, singing, hey, man,
Nickelback. Beautiful chick.
I am alive.
Stink Bug, what are you doing? Why aren't you sleeping, baby? All right, here we go.
What did you expect to find?
Just smoke. Pleasant dreams, baby. Love you. You're so funny.
Oh, you gonna take me home tonight? Oh, down beside that red firelight. Oh, you gonna let it all hang out? Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round.
You know what's funny? They were playing this last night in a restaurant while they closed up. They were all doing jello shots in there. We were hanging out. Me and Andrea was still there. They were playing this song. It was really good. All right, let's keep going. You guys are doing great. I don't even know who sings this, but maybe somebody does.
I wasn't there that morning.
Oh, I know who this is.
When my father passed away, I didn't get to tell him all the things I had to say. I think I caught his spirit later that same year. I'm sure I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years.
It's a good tune. I like that one. All right, everybody gonna know this.
Can you understand me? Baby, don't you hand me a line. Although it doesn't matter, you and me got plenty of time.
let's keep it going. Callie, you're right.
He came from somewhere back in her long ago. Sad about the fool, don't see, trying hard to recreate what had yet to be created. Once in her life, she musters a smile for his nostalgic tale. Never coming near what he wanted to say, only to realize it never really was. She had a place in his life.
All right, we go.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You'll find me.
Anybody?
Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You'll find me.
All right, last song of the night. I'm going to watch the Met game. Oof, made it to another show. 2 hours, baby. Seemed a lot longer than that. It's 10 o'clock. We started at 8. No, it's 11 o'clock. 3 hours. Here it is. Good luck.
Goodbye to you, my trusted friend. We've known each other since we were 9 or 10. Together we've climbed hills and trees, learned of love and ABC, and skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, pretty girls are everywhere. Think of me and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we...
All right, I started the show tonight with this one. If this show never came back on after today, would you guys remember me?
If I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me?
Love you guys. Thank you for another great night. I had fun.
Must be traveling on now. There's just too many places I've got to see.
Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow, all right? Love you guys. Have a good night.